Hey, this is Rick Casalage, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I'm going to go through what you can do if you get wrist pain from doing push-ups. Now, Jenna's going to demonstrate the first thing that you can do, and then I'll go through it in detail. Okay, so the first thing is you can go through self-massage of the wrist and forearm. So looking at where you have the pain from doing the push-ups, you can go into standing or sitting. You're going to bend at the elbow, and then you're going to bring the opposite hand across, and then you're going to self-massage with your thumb. So you're looking at the soft area in your wrist, and you're going to move up and down, and you can also move into circles, clockwise and counterclockwise, and loosen up the soft tissue in the wrist. So a lot of times with people, the tissue in the wrist and forearm will be tight, and that leads to wrist pain from doing push-ups. So specifically breaking things down, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, and I kind of talked about why you're doing the exercise. The sets would be 1, the repetitions, you could go through 2 to 5 repetitions. The time, you're going through the self-massage for 10 seconds. The intensity is light. This is a massage that you're doing, but it shouldn't be so light that you don't feel anything. You should be pushing, into the wrist and feeling that you're loosening up the tissue in the wrist. So we've gone through sets, reps, time, and intensity. Okay, so that's the first thing that you can do. Okay, now the second thing that you can do is, and Jenna's going to go through it, is you can go through ball rolling on the wall, and we're going to demonstrate it first without the wall, but kind of building on the exercise that we went through before is same thing. You're sitting or standing, you're going to bend that elbows at 90, you've got a ball. So this is pretty much just a dog ball that I got at the dollar store. It cost a couple bucks. It's quite firm, and I can utilize it to help intensify the massage into the wrist and loosen up the tissue even more in that wrist. And we demonstrated without the wall. Now utilizing the wall, you can put your weight into it and get into a deeper massage. So the wrist is in neutral, and then you're rolling up that forearm and going up and down in that forearm, going on circles in that forearm. Perfect. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5. So you'd go 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Intensity should be moderate. We're looking at you're doing a self-massage, so you're trying to loosen up the tissue. So it shouldn't feel like you're just rubbing the skin. It should feel that you're massaging or self-massaging that wrist and loosening up the tissue. Sets, reps, time, intensity, and then I kind of talked about the purpose of it. Now with this one, we're able to self-massage more of the forearm and the wrist, and we're able to increase the intensity of that self-massage with this ball rollout on the wall. So now we've gone through 2 things that you can do. Now moving on to the third one. Okay, good. So with this one, what this is banded wrist extensions. And with the first 2, we were focusing more on self-massage, loosening up tissue that is stiff, that can be causing the wrist pain from when you're doing push-ups. Now with this one, we're strengthening the wrists so that the wrists are stronger and they can handle that push-up movement. Now breaking things down, so how it's working, you can go into standing or you can go into sitting, elbows bent at 90. You're going to start with the wrist in neutral, then you're going to extend the wrist, and then back to neutral, extend the wrist, back to neutral. Perfect. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5. Time is a smooth, controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, and the intensity should be It's more when it looks at the tubing that you're using. And it should be challenging to do the movement, but you shouldn't have to cheat and use the rest of your body in order to do the exercise. You should be able to isolate with the wrist. And the purpose of this exercise is, as I said before, to strengthen up the wrists. So we've gone 3 down, moving on to the 4th thing you can do. Okay, good. So with the 4th thing, fists or dumbbell push-ups. So Jenna's utilizing the dumbbells. So if you utilize dumbbells, I find like 12 pounds or greater dumbbells, especially if they're hexagonal, works really well. You're grabbing the dumbbells. The dumbbells allow you to keep your wrists in neutral, and then you're going through that push-up movement. Perfect. And then we'll demonstrate it from the side. And from the side, Jenna's going to demonstrate it from the fists. So in a fist position, that keeps the wrist neutral, so there's less strain on the wrist. One more repetition. Good. Perfect. So with that 4th one, we're just doing a little modification of the technique to put less stress on your wrist. So there you go. If you have any wrist pain from doing push-ups, give 1 or all 4 of those things a go in order to relieve wrist pain. Now, if you want some of my other tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming wrist pain, what I recommend you do is head down the description and click the playlist link. I have a number of other videos on this YouTube channel where it talks about overcoming wrist pain. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.